Again, we've moved into the season of Epiphany, and so we're going to start using a different book. This is from Richard Rohr, Just This. And this particular piece is about beholding. There is a word in here that I want to tell you about before I get to it, so I don't have to break up what I'm reading. It says gratuity. It references that. And when Rohr uses it, he's using it as a thing that's given voluntarily, something that has no expectation of return. So when you hear it, it'll make better sense. Have you ever noticed how many of the apparitions in the Bible begin with behold? An unusual word, hardly ever used in common conversation. It is usually uttered as a command, an invitation, or perhaps a call to a different style of attention. In a sense, it is a giving away that, in fact, you can and need to switch gears. You need to switch gears once in a while to be ready to perceive what is about to come at you. When I have sent people into the woods on a retreat, I tell them to draw a symbolic line in the sand somehow and truly expect things on the other side to be special, invitational, or even a kind of manifestation. It always works. On the other side of that log or the lawn or the line in the sand, they start beholding. Someone who is truly beholding is, first of all, silenced by the other gratuity of a thing, a tree, a bird, even an insect. You find yourself giving it voice, allowing it to have an inherent dignity, and let it give you a leap of joy in the heart and in the eye. What has happened is that you have begun to meet reality subject to subject instead of subject to object, I and thou instead of just I and it. Once you can change your actual expectations, the resonance between you as seer and what you can see will also change. To behold is to allow and to taste the awe and wonder of what we have been talking about. Once you decide to behold, you are present to what is, without the crutch of your preferences or the false ledger of judging things as important or not important. Nothing needs to bother you, and nothing is insignificant. A much broader, much deeper, and much wider field of perception opens up, becoming an alternative way of knowing and enjoying. The soul sees soul everywhere else, too. Deep calls unto deep, as the psalmist said. Center knows center, and this is called love. Beholding happens when you stop trying to hold and allow yourself to be held by the other. You are completely enchanted by something outside and beyond yourself. Maybe we should speak of beholding, because in that moment you are being held more than really holding, explaining, or understanding anything by yourself. You feel yourself being addressed more than you are addressing something else. This radically changes your situation and perspective. I want you to walk into some new areas and behold some things. You will seldom be disappointed. Look at a tree, for example, until you see it in its absolute truth, as one instance of the eternal self-emptying of God into creation. When you behold a tree in this way, you move beyond its mere relative truth, as either a beech or an elm, big or small, useful or useless, healthy or dying, yours or not yours, hardwood or softwood, etc. You are allowing the tree to reveal its inherent dignity as it is, without your interference or labels. It becomes an epiphany, and the walls of your world begin to expand. That's the end of the reading. I hope you enjoy that, and I hope that it makes some sense to you. Give me a little bit of feedback on that one, because it's different, and I would like to know whether it's meeting what you need to hear. Let's close with prayer. Holy God, in this season of Epiphany, we ask that you help us see the revelations of things that you put before us that we often don't see. We ask you to help us have eyes that will see those things. We ask you to be with us as we struggle through the various challenges of our world today, and that you bring us a little bit of peace and knowledge that your gracious love is always with us. In thy holy name, amen. Have a great day. Talk to you next week.